Hello all, welcome to the castle. Today, Spider-Man, No Way Home. There will be no spoilers. I'm just going to be talking about my genuine impressions about the movie and a few other add-ons as we go along. First, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, I went into this movie, most of it was spoiled. It is what it is, but it didn't ruin the movie at all. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie from pretty much from beginning to end. The first half of the movie, it could have been a little bit different, a little bit better, but I think it was okay with what they were dealing with. I'm not going to go into any deeper than that. And this ain't a spoiler, but when this movie shifts gears, you can feel it. And you've already seen it in the trailer, and it is Doc Ock. And that's when this movie really starts gathering momentum. You get chills. The nostalgia in this movie was used, but it was done right. There is so much good in this movie, it's not even funny. There are some plot holes. I'm not going to say it's a perfect movie. The actors, everybody, with the exception of one, and I'm not going to get into it, but every one of them brought their A game, and one in particular took it to a whole different level and absolutely owned it. Everything about this movie was just spot on. It was as good, better than Ghostbusters when it comes to using nostalgia and doing it properly. No, I'm not going to say that. The theater lost its mind at least 5 times. I didn't mind it. Some people might, and I can understand it. But to me, it was fun seeing the reaction of people cheering and just, there was a lot of emotion in the room. And you felt it. And that's what movies are supposed to be. And some of the takeaways from this movie. One, I cannot believe, hear me out, I cannot believe that the studio that is really responding to fans and fan service is the studio where all this begins. You have Ghostbusters 2019 or 2016 with the all-female, and then it's, if you don't come see it, you're this, you're that, and that's Sony. But you have Venom, which it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It was just an average movie, maybe a little bit better than an average movie. You have Ghostbusters, which was just a knockout of the park. It was from Sony. And now this. I mean, the 3 best movies we have this year outside of Dune is from Sony. And I'm going, who would have thought they would be the ones that gets it right before everybody else gets it right? I'm looking forward more now to Mobius than what I was. And the trailer for Mobius was in this movie. And I'm like, But after this, I think Sony has received the message on how to do this. I don't know about the rest of Hollywood, but Sony definitely seems to get it, because the nostalgia in this movie is not. It's just not jangling keys in your face and going, "Ooh, you remember this?" And they're only in it for 5 minutes, and it's at the very end. Oh man, it was just. I don't want to give too much away for those people that have been unspoiled, and for you, I salute you. Because I did my best to stay away as much as I could from a lot of it. But I knew most of it. It is what it is. But let's rate the movie. I'm in between an 8 and a 7. The fan part of me wants to rate it an 8. The critical part of me wants to rate it a 7. But I think I'm gonna go with an 8. If you haven't been to the movies in a while, and that's something else, that place was packed. Where I'm at, we are down to 3, maybe 4. 3 within a decent driving range theaters, where we used to have like 6 and 7. We're down to 3 now that are open. And I've been to plenty of movies. They ain't hardly been no cars there. There hadn't hardly been people there. Ghostbusters was the first movie where the parking lot had at least the half front of it packed. There wasn't a parking space available there. They were only selling tickets to Spider-Man, which I thought was funny. There were kids dressed up as Spider-Man. There was grown-ups. I'm talking about, this was literally like going back pre-2012. It was literally going back in time to where it just was amazing. Do yourself a favor. Go and see this. Get as protected as you feel you need to be. Don't take any chances if you feel threatened or you feel scared or whatever. Trust me when I say it will do you good to see this movie. As far as your mental psyche. And that's all I've got for today. Highly recommend this movie. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next video.